Hi, and welcome back to Chris and Ben Play Breath of the Wild on the Switch. I wish.
That's a lie.
It's actually on the Wii U, but anyway.
That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie.
You should be making Zelda references, not Assassin's Creed 4 references, Chris.
I'm sorry.
But, I told Chris before the episode that I was going to ask as a comment question, because we were debating this amongst ourselves a bit earlier. How long would you guys like us to play Breath of the Wild for? Because we could probably go for hundreds of episodes doing all the different stuff. But first of all, that probably wouldn't be the best thing for us, even though, you know, as far as the weekend slots go, we do have Pikmin filling those up for now. But once those are done, we will be able to play another game for it. But, like, even then, having a series for us go on for that long is, like, so much of the same thing for such a long time.
Yeah, and maybe you guys want something else as well, so
yeah,
that's why we're asking.
That is absolutely a good point, Christopher. Thank you for your amazing insight. That is why we have you here.
Also, did you know you could cook stuff by fire?
Oh yeah, the old man!
Yeah.
The old man who told us that we could cook stuff by his fire. I almost forgot about that. Thank goodness you reminded me, Christopher.
No problem. Okay, what is with Spider-Man? Okay.
Let's just pretend that never happened.
I got a few things about this game now.
If we ignore it, maybe it'll go away. Crap.
Oh, no, please.
Oh.
Okay, thank goodness. I was like, no, please don't.
I was a bit excited there for a second. I kind of hoped that Link would be Spider-Man. Oh yeah, we have a fourth heart now.
Oh yeah.
And that little fountain over there gave it to us. Gotta climb! Ooh. That was a very near-death encounter.
You gotta pull another Spider-Man.
Either way, Chris, didn't you
Okay.
What is...
Okay. Okay.
I
don't know about this one.
broke it. I broke it, Chris.
Wait, what's gonna happen if you run out of stamina?
Wait, if I could get there. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Oh wow, you didn't even...
Okay, there has to be an easier way to get up. Where was he again? Over there?
I climbed up the side, so...
Oh, you're so smart, Christopher. But yeah, didn't you have a tale to tell?
Oh yeah,
a long time ago. You can still remember how the music used to make you smile. And I was singing, my paraglider is cool, 'cause I can use it to make me not die. You chose to do this channel with me, Chris.
I guess I did.
It's on you.
That's a fair point.
It's a mistake that you made. That is, you knew what you were getting yourself into. But either way, what is your story?
Alright, so it was actually today, not a long time ago, but today...
Well, I mean, it's relative. Depends on what you think a long time ago is.
That's fair. But, so today I was at my house, and me, my brother, and our neighborhood friend, we were all playing Friday the 13th, the game.
Oh, was that good, by the way?
Oh, it's really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so he was playing, and he just finished, like, killing everybody as Jason, and then we heard, like, a dog bark in the backyard, and we were like, oh, it's probably the neighbor's dogs. But then it barked again, and it was really, it got, like, closer, and we were like, that sounds like it's literally in our backyard. So we looked outside, and we're like, there's a dog in our backyard. And then it jumped up on the porch, and then we all went outside to, like, look at it. And so my brother was like, hey, Chris, go get some water for it. And then I went inside to get water. And
Swan dive. Oh, no. I didn't expect that to actually happen. Okay, wait, did we get an autosave? Okay, go on with your story. I apologize. That wasn't supposed to actually work.
Nice. Alright, but, so, I went to get some water, and when I went back outside, as I was, like, I opened the door, and the dog started running for the door, and he ran inside before I could close it. My brother got mad at me because, like, a dog just ran into our house. And so it jumped up on, like, one of our chairs and pooped on it. And then it jumped down, ran into a corner, and sat there. And we were just like, what do we do? So we called our dad, and he told us to get, like, meat to, like, lead it out the door. But so we grabbed out meat, and we put it, like, put it right in front of the door. And the dog would look at it, lick its lips, and then look away. Look at something else. And we were just like, what do we do? And then our friend was just like, alright, I'm grabbing a bag and scooping him up. And then he tried, but the dog would, like, scoot away and got to the point where you couldn't, like, touch him. All right,
well, first of all, we might have gotten lucky a bit here. We actually forgot to make sure that the mic was equaled out between us when we started recording. It looks like I might actually be a bit quieter than you. I'm gonna twist it to me for a second here. You guys are entertained by the cutscene anyway. You ready? You ready? Oh, bad sounds. Oh. Okay, that might be better. Try talking, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's fair.
That looks
Whoa.
to be better.
He's Jesus. It's Calamity Ganon.
He's Calamity Jesus.
Calamity Jesus versus Calamity Ganon.
I would watch that fight.
I would definitely watch that fight.
Sounds like something that would happen in Super Fight.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the card game. The characters would be Jesus and Ganon, and then like the characteristic would be Calamity.
Yeah.
Like Calamity powers, whatever the heck that means. What is even... Oh, yeah, we should probably be paying attention.
Probably.
He is buff, man. You'd think, years being dead would add some, daddy weight, but...
That's fair.
So basically 100 years ago, stuff went to crap. That seems to be about the gist of it.
What is... He always reminded me of like a Muppet in that form. Like
In,
how his
like-
mouth opens, it looked like a Muppet for some reason.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, especially when they paint him like that.
Oh, yeah.
Just looks like someone would be wearing him on their hand.
Yeah.
Hi kids, I'm Calamity Ganon.
No, Ganon, stop.
And today I'm here to teach you about friendliness. Now, to show you what not to do, we're gonna be murdering the Hylian people.
What if, though, Ganon was just misunderstood? Like,
Why do I sound like the announcer? But anyway, yeah.
What if Ganon was just trying to be like a nice guy, and then everybody was like, "Oh no, he's dark and red, and he's got like red glowing eyes."
So basically what you're saying is, what if the only reason everyone thinks Ganon is evil is because they're all racist?
Pretty much,
Well,
because he's not like us. He's evil.
I mean, I could definitely see that happening, except for the fact that it would be more sexism than racism, because isn't Ganon a Gerudo? And, like, the reason he is special is because a male Gerudo is only born, like, every 1,000 years, and it's Ganon or something. I'm trying to pull knowledge out from Ocarina of Time that I haven't actually had to think about in a long time, but 100 years ago, there was a princess named Zelda who was a huge fan of Google Maps, if you couldn't tell when you were awakened. It was clear that we must follow her path, and support Apple and get iPads and support Google. And that's how YouTube ruled the world, because Google owns YouTube.
I love how everybody's like really small, and then there's just the core.
That is actually the one champion, I think, because I watched quite a bit of the Game Grumps playthrough of Breath of the Wild, but I think that Goron guy is the only one that I never saw. So I'm actually interested to find out what he's like, because he looks like he'd be... I'm happy to smash stuff for you. I'll smash Ganon for you, just with my giant club.
That would be fun.
Just this giant, brute.
Yeah, I don't actually remember like how he sounded or anything. I did watch them play it, but I don't remember how he sounded.
Giant dopey brutes, that are good-hearted, are always, really fun characters.
It was very lovable.
Yes, absolutely. Except, when they're not good-hearted and
Evil.
they murder everyone.
Yeah.
They're kind of less lovable.
Like Ganon.
Yeah, like Ganon. Thank you, spiders. I'm happy to see that you're just as demonic as ever, except now you can shoot lasers out of your eyes.
Yeah. Thanks, spiders.
And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon.
The end.
However,
Wait, there's more to the story?
a small child combated it with her bravery. Soul Eater references.
She punched Ganon right in the face, and Ganon died.
Turns out he was actually a lot weaker than we thought. No one actually just tried to punch him in the face. Whoa there. Okay, that's actually pretty frightening when you look at it.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if that was, like, real life.
Yeah,
That
just,
happening. That would
getting
be terrifying.
swallowed up. Except the thing is, he was, cloudy and smoky. if he had like a material form and he opened his mouth and it was like glistening teeth with blood dripping from them and it was like opening up to devour you, that'd be more frightening.
Oh, for sure.
The courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end
Look at that
was
nose.
no one other than you, Link. And like as he turns back around to look at Link, Link's like picking at his nails or something. And he's like, ah, really? Oh, cool.
What?
Paraglider, please.
No, he looking at his nails. It's like he turns up and he's like, oh, yeah, he was the champion, wasn't he? And then he didn't even hear who the name was, so he doesn't know it's him. He's like, yeah, they were great. Sounded
They were baller, dude.
In that story, they just did great things, didn't they?
And by the way, there are some slang terms that I never use because they're just not part of my vocabulary.
Like low key kind of thing. Like the phrase low key.
There are very specific, very, very specific scenarios in which I will use low key, just because it can be a fitting term to describe something, but it's so overused that I don't like it a lot of the time. But like baller and lit,
I use baller all the time. I don't use lit. I use lit like ironically, but I'll say baller all the time because that's just it's baller.
Yeah, one of my favorite slang terms to use ironically is to say that's lit fam.
I use lit fam, or like I'll use fam as like an object more than like calling someone your fam. Like I'll say like, yeah, that's such a lit fam. And then like people will be like, what?
You remember that thing that happened yesterday? That was such a lit fam.
Yeah, exactly. I just love doing that because I get to see all those questionable looks on people's faces.
I mean, yeah, normally my fams aren't lit, but this one just happened to be a lit fam.
Yeah. So, what else we say?
You know, you'd think that we would take this extremely important cutscene and think, hey, this is an opportunity to, let our voices... Oh, whoopsie. I went so long without pressing a button that my controller turned off.
Nice.
But yeah, you'd think that, since we're Let's Players, we'd say, yeah, hey, this is a cutscene. Why don't we use it as an opportunity to rest our...
We get the paraglider! The paraglider!
Yeah, you'd think we would have used that as an opportunity to, rest our voices and come up with new commentary ideas, but no, we just blabbered on throughout the entire thing.
Speaking about rest our voices.
You're gonna grab your water and, creak your chair doing it.
I wasn't actually a lot of creaking, though.
Yeah,
a little bit, but not too much.
Speaking of which, I have something to tell you in a second.
With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area.
Or not.
I do still sound like this. It hasn't changed. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can.
You know how we decided that the old man was the world's greatest con man?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if, he's not actually the king? What if that entire
He's
thing
just
was...
conning us?
It was just a trick of the lights. It was magnets.
To quote Hercule Satan.
It was just a trick.
It was just a trick.
A lot of mirrors and stuff.
That's one of the most fun laughs to do.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Paraglider! Crap! I almost forgot how to use it.
I would have laughed so hard if you died then.
And we had to go through the entire cutscene again. Should actually check. How long have we been going on this episode?
Probably about 8 or 9 minutes.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Whoa,
13
We were wrong.
minutes. Wow. I guess we'll have to see you next time on Chris and Ben Play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That went by fast.
That did.
At least now we can fly.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, this whole episode was just a big cutscene.